Hey, welcome back to another edition of Kitchen Talk with Dr. Harrison. That's me. This time we're talking high level. So, if some of this sounds unfamiliar, no worries. I'll be breaking down each talking point into its own shorter video a little later. So, let's get to it. In our quest for improved performance and fitness, understanding the six basic principles of sports training is very, very crucial. These are one, overload. Number two, reversibility. Number three, progression. Number four, individualization. Number five, periodization. And number six, specificity. The principle of overload kind of asserts that exposing your tissues to more stress than they're accustomed to results in a compensatory improvements. However, it's also crucial to strike a balance between too much overload and rest. So, without ample rest, this overload can lead to overtraining, injuries, and a decline in performance. So, for instance, pushing your running pace, 8 minutes, you're pushing it to 7 minutes. Pushing your running pace above your normal speed can help boost your endurance. And the second tenet is called reversibility. It, on the other hand, recognizes that the lack of tissue loading can cause a loss of fitness, performance, and fitness as well as performance adaptations. So, if, for example, a bodybuilder takes a 2-week vacation without training, he or she might just notice a decline in muscle gains. That happens for sure. We call it wasting. There's another term for it. The principle of progression, which is number three, involves systematic increases, should I say, in training stress for continued adaptation. As for fitness performance levels to improve, training variables such as frequency, intensity, volume, they all should be increased to further the adaptation. However, the rate of progression is very, very key. So, moving too quickly can cause injuries once again, while progressing too slowly can delay achieving your actual goals. The next principle, individualization. It's number four, and it emphasizes the need for adjusting the training approach based upon the athlete's unique response to training. Because as we know, everyone's not built the same, so everyone doesn't respond the same. Factors such as the current fitness level, training history, age, effort, confidence, nutrition, lifestyle habits, genetics, they all play a role in adapting to individuals in their training. Periodization is about strategically varying a training program over time, regularly changing the training variables such as activity, rest, frequency, intensity, duration. All of these variables, they help maintain the ideal training stimulus, which is what we want over the long term. They align with changing goals and they avoid overtraining injuries. They avoid burnout. And so the final principle, as we move on real quick, highlights the fitness specificity. It highlights that fitness and performance improvements actually happen by training the movement patterns and intensities specific to the task of fitness type. You know, depending on what sport you're in. For a training regimen to be effective, it should focus on improving like unique or key elements of a sport's fitness or performance. So if we're playing hockey or if we're playing volleyball, we want things that are specific to that. And so by applying these principles, we can create a more effective and tailored training program that boosts performance while reducing the risk of injury and stagnation. So like I said, if this sounded like too much, because I talk a little bit fast in this particular video, we're going to be breaking down each of these later on and going into detail so that we understand each of these six principles. But nonetheless, thank you for watching another episode of Kitchen Talk with Dr. Donald Harrison. You can check us out at footankleinstitutemaryland.com, and you can go over to athleteeveryday.com as well to look for recovery products. Sitting over there, sitting back here, as well as orthotics also, which is great for injury prevention. Until next time, I'm Dr. Donald Harrison. Thank you for